So will it be right to say that you should be looking to close 20 plus deals with this within the first year? Will I be right in saying this?
Absolutely, that'll be right. That'll be
20
right.
plus. That's a good number. Great, Shammi. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate you giving me the time on this beautiful wintry afternoon. And we have almost completed a year working for you, and as we discussed for this short interview. So just to understand, Shammi, can you give us all our viewers a little introduction about yourself and your company?
Sure. Before that, I really want to thank you, Rajesh, for giving us that chance to let us work with you, actually.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure. It's been great journey so far. It's almost a year now, right?
Absolutely.
Since we started working together. And about me, my name is Shammi Bawa. I am broker of record for Max School Estate Realty. When we came in touch, I guess I was going through these struggles, how to put two and two together, because my team was growing and we had that kind of challenge that how do we fill up the pipeline for all these agents out there, right, who are working with us. So I guess that's where we started. And, a year after, here we are right now. Uh, uh, you have taken over basically the whole marketing plan for us. And that is, it's been great journey so far. Uh, and we really want to thank you that, cause of you, my team is all in places and they have enough work to work on every single day, wherein the majority of the people out there are complaining that realtors do not have any work.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate your kind words, Shami. Just to understand, what was like, how are you handling leads before, and what was working and what was wrong, and how we really helped you with that?
Right. So what happens is with pretty much everybody, whether they want to admit that or not, uh, realtors have very scattered approach, and they keep doing some things here and there, and they try and see that whether the things can work for them or not. But I believe that consistency is the key with whatever you do, right? And that can only come with a proper plan in place, which is what we are not good at. I have to admit that because marketing is, we are good at sales. So means that I have a lead and I know that that lead is going to work and I'll be able to convert them. Uh, I'll be able to close that lead. But before that, how to get in touch with those working leads, right?
Very
And
true.
that all part goes towards the marketing people who
Absolutely.
can put up a plan together and put the net out there to fish, right?
Absolutely.
And we can only cook the fish. So we have to catch the fish before that, and that is what the process is. And this whole thing can only come true with the proper plan in place, which is what kind of ad campaigns would be out there, how to catch them, how to nurture them. And from there on, it goes to, okay, you know what, now they are in a position wherein you can close them now, right? So it's a slow and steady process and a consistent one. Uh, since as I already admitted, that we are not very consistent. We are very scattered in our approach. We'll keep on doing something, and then somebody else pulls us off, and we move towards that direction.
True.
But that is where we need somebody like you who can keep us in place. So yeah, no, the things have been really working great since we started working with you. Initial time, it's always a setup time kind of thing, and it's a learning curve actually for any and every single system. So when that system got settled in place, and then we had enough work to work on, and cause of that, we have had quite good results. I hope that you wanna hear out the numbers too?
We will all surely come to that as well. And shall we just
Okay.
understand what were the real problem that you were facing, like missed follow-ups, unqualified leads, inefficiencies in booking? What was the main challenge that you were facing that was really hampering your complete growth?
See, earlier what was happening, and which is pretty in line with everybody else as well, they don't know how to design their ad campaigns. We don't know how to design the ad campaigns. At the most, what people can do, probably pull up one project and start floating that as an ad that I have available units and I can get to these benefits and that benefits, and that's it. So they are very project specific leads. Then secondly, if I buy something, if basically if I list something and I have that specific product to be sold out there for which I'm looking for buyers. So very specific again. And third thing again, if I'm looking for buyers and then I say that, okay, you know what, sorry for the sellings, yes, I can do very good job and I can just add the generic points there. And that is pretty much it. But when it comes uh, for to cater the masses actually, because they only try and see that whatever things fits them, they will come in, otherwise not.
Mhm,
So if
mhm.
I'm selling a specific project, if they do not like it, they're not gonna click that. Or even if they click that, eventually that lead is not gonna be very good quality because they are gonna ask for the same thing. And if they do not like it, then they're just gonna move out.
Absolutely.
So that is the kind of challenges which were happening earlier. And I guess with your strategies, with your campaigns, we have came over that. And now it was pretty much to cater to masses in those areas, right?
And what were the challenges and how were these challenges actually impacting your agents and your overall business growth? Like what was the overall effect on your business otherwise?
Right. So what happens is with as I mentioned, that very specific ad campaigns were being run on our own. And then the leads which come in, they try and hear the first things out. And as soon as they find that this is not something which they were looking for, they try to run away because they think that you only have that. You do
Mhm,
not have anything else. Number one. Number two, when the whenever we pass these leads on to our team members, once they catch hold on that and they try and contact, because these leads are not easy to contact. So once the
mhm,
contact is established, and cause of the product, they run away, and the team members start thinking that these are bogus leads kind of thing, and they're just wasting our time.
mhm,
So
mhm,
which means that a lot of time and effort is being put in, invested in to chase these clients, to figure out and then eventually see them, walking off. So
mhm,
that was the biggest challenge that, there are no fast conversions kind of thing. Not even fast, I would say there were no conversions kind of thing.
mhm,
Very low rate of conversion
mhm.
before we started working with you. So
Perfect.
those are the main challenges which we wanted to overcome.
Superb. And what made you decide that you should try Agent Lead Finder? Like what was the pushing factor? I would say that what really pushed you to start or at least explore Agent Lead Finder?
Right. So I was looking for the right agency. When I guess when we came in touch, I was already looking at multiple people, and the thing was, I couldn't buy what they were selling.
Mhm,
And my thing is like, unless and until I connect with people, I really do not want to work with them because that will be short-term relation. And I always want to establish long-term relations and to find out right kind of match. It's not that I was never wrong about it, but yeah, but I think when I talked to you in particular, I probably knew right in the first 5 minutes, first couple of minutes, I had already decided that I was going to work with you. But then it was only further investigation that
mhm.
how can we do it together, right?
Absolutely.
So I think, and this time around, my hunch was great. It was very good, and I was bang on this thing that we can work together for a long time, which is why we are still here after 1 year. Otherwise, majority of the people out there, they don't work with the same agencies for years,
Absolutely. Absolutely. So much agree
right?
with this. And were you surprised by the quality of leads that we provided? And were they different from any other sources that you'd used before? Like how was the
They right. So they were very. I would say that the way you helped us design those ad campaigns and when we discussed, I think initially I was not totally on board because anything different if comes into picture, certainly, and you have raises your questions on that. And then when I heard your answers to it, it was great. It was a great approach to catch even those who you cannot catch by floating one project to two projects, right?
absolutely. True.
So to widen that, to make that net bigger, basically. So that kind of approach was great, and I really felt that people were willing to talk. Cause initial, see, end of the day, it is always gonna be how good of a salesperson you are.
True.
What can you do more, right? If somebody enters a shop to buy on a stationery shop to buy a pen, how can you give them items bag full, right? So upselling is always going to be, or what kind of products you want to sell, it is always going to be dependent upon you understanding the pulse of the client, right?
Mhm.
So that is the biggest thing, and I believe that uh, the strategies worked great, and we were definitely getting quality leads in terms of having great motivations. Because motivation is something in real estate which let the client convert or not. Unless and until they are really motivated, they're not going to buy. Unless and until they are really motivated, they're not going to sell, right?
True.
So that got in the right set of people in as clients, and we were able to fetch a lot of business from them.
And do you think that the AI that we offer and the automations that we offer has helped you in improving your overall efficiency and overall productivity?
To a great extent, yes. Cause initial lead, we all know that, and despite of knowing this thing, we are so lazy that we do not call. And if there is an automated system in place that as soon as the lead comes in, there is a voicemail dropped or there is an AI bot calling, which means that catching the lead when they are hot, when they remember that they just clicked on it. I think that is the best part, which keeps the lead alive for a longer time period and gives you a chance, being a human being, coming into interaction and taking on from there. I guess that a lot of leads die when there is no contact for 24 hours, 48 hours, and I know that despite of the leads floating on your desktop, you know that this email have come in, this email have come in. You still do not find that kind of time to get in touch with them right away.
True.
But I certainly believe that the AI bot calling and the rest of the systems automations in place, they certainly keep those leads alive for a longer time period, and then they are great in nurturing the leads as well.
Super. Let's talk numbers, real numbers.
Sure.
1 year, how many transactions did you close using our system? Like, I'm sure you did a lot more than that, but using our system, what is the number of transactions that you closed?
See, when we generated the leads which were sitting in this system, we have already closed more than 12 deals. We have we are already in touch with a lot of other pre-con buyers which are into nurturing phase and on the different levels of communication right now. Some are close to closing, some are still making up their minds. And we have listed at least 7 properties through the
Super.
system.
This is besides
And
the 11, or besides the 12, or is it including the
besides the 12, 12
Okay.
are the ones which have been closed, and then we are further on from there uh, with the pre-con leads, with the buyers, and on the different level of conversation communication right now, whether how far and how close they are to closing. And then we have listed 7 properties as well
Super?
from the system.
So will it be right to say that you should be looking to close 20 plus deals with this within the first year? Will I be right in saying this?
Absolutely, that'll be right. That'll be
20
right.
plus. That's a good number. And I really thank you for that confidence that you give in us. And have your agents noticed a difference in quality of leads, and have they really been, what do they think of the whole system? Like, what has your team got to say about this?
That's a great question. Now, I believe if I believe in the system, I'll be able to do much more with the system. If I am in disbelief, then system is not going to work. So that is pretty much standard everywhere. So now whichever agent thinks that he or she is getting good leads, they should pursue further. See, the key is the consistency in communication,
Mhm.
right? If somebody breaks that communication, they're not gonna make those people alive again, right?
Mhm.
In system, especially. So now what I believe that those people who really, and again, if I give it to 10 different people, all 10 are gonna have different results.
Absolutely.
There might be 3 in each category, 3 in each class, wherein the top 3 are the ones which believe in the system and they kept on persistently working on the things, on the leads in the system, and they will find that this is a great system.
Mhm.
And then the bottom 3 will be nothing works for them
Mhm.
because they picked up the phone and called once, and after that, they are waiting for the client to call back, which is never going to happen. So for them, the system will not work. So it's a mixed reaction all the time. But yeah, generic perception overall, what team thinks is they are being greatly helped by this system, by the kind of leads they are having, and they have something to work on every single day.
Right.
Majority of the realtors out there in the market are gone back to their other jobs where they came from. But we are keeping those realtors onto the system wherein they are every single day finding new clients and they are working with them, running around with them. That is what I don't think a realtor closes a deal every day or every week or every month, but they need to work with somebody on an everyday basis.
Mhm.
That is which keeps the motivation alive for them.
True.
That there's a hope this client is going to convert. There's a hope, and that hope can be converted. Rest is all up to your consistency and persistence. How can you convert that fast,
Mhm.
right?
So much agree with
So overall, team is happy. Team is very happy.
it. No, I totally understand. And has there been any change in your business strategies since we've been working together? Like, what are your plans for this year, the next year, and your future growth? What are your plans? What are your plans with the system? How do you really want to go forward from here?
Absolutely, we are as we already discussed, we are looking to expand. We
Hmm.
are looking to grow bigger, and certainly all those strategies are around it. That how can we make a fully sustainable system? And I believe you and me, we exactly sat down multiple times. See, one of the biggest thing which I want to say on this regarding, that had it not been you, the things might have been different. um, Again, I felt that confidence in you, and you have pulled us so far. It is not only one way, both the ways, but you have pulled us so far. So that is why we are standing here with you, and we definitely see our systems grow and expand with you. To what extent? Soon, a lot of people are going to understand that and know that as well. But right now, I'll keep that secret.
I understand. And what would you say to other realtors or brokers who are on the fence and are still considering that should we go with agent lead finder or should we really think more about it?
See, end of the day, what I say, that same household have uh, s- siblings who all act differently, right? Uh, and similar is the thing in real estate field. Every single person thinks differently. Every realtor thinks differently. Now, if everybody got an opportunity, they should grab onto it and start working with that, rather than questioning the efficiency and efficacy. You have to start working with something to find out whether it's meant for you or not.
Mhm.
But again, as per what I say, that I took those chances, leap of faith, so that you can at least find out whether it's meant for you or not. So I would say that if people want to grow in their career, they have to have right strategist and plan in place, and right marketing agency like yours, Agent Leads Finder, can help them and guide them through the way with the kind of goal what they want to achieve for the year and for the years ahead. So if somebody wants to grow, they have to think about it, and they have to think about it seriously, and they don't have to buy time on that. They have to act now.
My one last question for you, Shami. Would you recommend this system to other brokerages or agents who are looking to scale their business?
I definitely would want other brokerages, other businesses to scale their business. I always want people should grow together. I do not see anybody as my competition. If I just want that I should succeed only and not the others, then I'll be wrong. And I do not want to have that kind of approach. I rather work with people wherein we can help each other grow more. And I believe that people should use their system if they want to grow in their career faster than what they can do right now. Because I believe, again, in one thing very firmly: if there is mentorship, take that as soon as you can, because it will help you grow in 2 years what you cannot do on your own for 5 years. So certainly there are always ways. One is faster, one is slower. And learnings can be done by looking at somebody else and learning from somebody else, or walking on that path and learning the same thing but with a slower learning curve. So certainly if somebody wants to grow faster, certainly should get on the system, contact with you guys, so that you can help them grow their business as fast as you can.
That will be all. I really appreciate your kind words. I really appreciate your confidence. I really appreciate your trust in us. And thank you so much for everything. I really appreciate it. We'll be in touch and we will continue to strive for more results for you. Thank you so much for your time.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you so much. And have a great luck ahead. And I believe that a lot of people are going to work with you. The more you talk to people and show your system, more people are going to be ready to work with you on that. All
Thank you so
right. All the very
much.
best, sir.
Thank you so much, Hamid. Thank
Take
you so
care.
much.